Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. So, I realized what this game reminds me of to some degree, and that is Myst, in that the puzzles are baked into the environment. They're not really level-based puzzles. And it's very atmospheric and ambiance-centered, and there's a mysterious story behind everything. Also, the puzzles are quite difficult, and the clues are not obvious, and they're disjointed. Anyway, last time we made some progress. We met the old lady in our room, who we suspect might be our future self. We got access to some video cassettes. We got access to the backyard. A few other things happened. There's a lot of puzzles still to solve, so we're going to dive in. Just for reference here, we are currently at 23.8% completion. Now, I don't know if this is the kind of game where you actually get to 100 and you're done, or if there's 110 or 200%. I don't know. We'll see. But around a quarter done of the base game, perhaps. Pila, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. So, yeah, we got a lot of things to do. I'm not quite sure where to start today, except I think I want to get to the telephone. Yeah, I think I want to get to the telephone. So there was quite a lot going on here. We also have those video cassettes that give us some insight into some of the puzzles with the posters. So like here, for example, this is un animal terribly backwards. So there might be a clue in the video cassette that we, the box for the video that we found. Let's take a look at un animal terrible at the box. So the poster is backwards. The film was printed in 1962. So I wonder if 2691 could be a solution here. 2691. Let's try that. 2691. Hey, we got that one. Okay, excellent. We've been watching Ashens all day. Grew up watching him, a legendary British YouTuber. I'm honestly not familiar. If you say he's legendary, I believe you, but I've never even heard of him. Anyway, we've managed to work our way inside this room. Let's take a look at the map for the second floor here. So we're about to head into safe room 4. Oh boy, okay. Well, I don't know if we'll be able to open the safe, so maybe getting in here won't do anything for us, but let's go in and check it out. We've got the safe, and we've got a letter. What would be behind the redacted section? A location, like a city or a town? Well, the letter is dated January 9th, 1847. So we keep seeing these 3 years, 1847, 1963, and 2014. They show up everywhere. So they're keystone years. It again leads me to the idea that there's something related to time or time travel underpinning the mysteries in this game, but we don't know that for sure. That's just speculation on my part. Anyway, let's read the letter. Dear brother, my worries were not without cause. Things have started to appear. A red hallway behind a clock. A theater. The Baronin is changing and speaks in a puzzling tongue. Minutes and hours are years. At this very moment, time is the year, she said, as if it was a rehearsed line from a play. The Crimson Beast skulks these halls now, playing strange games and whispering horrible words. It wants to swallow all. Tonight, if such a time even exists, we are invited to a performance. Something will happen. There is violence in the air. Abimo pectore, your brother. Okay, so a couple things here. The appearances, the strange appearances, that mimics our experience of the game so far. We've seen a woman appear, like the ghost of a woman in red appear. Red hallway behind a clock. Theater. I don't know what the Baronin is, but minutes and hours are years. At this very moment, time is the year, she said. So time is the year. Minutes and hours are years. So like add the minutes and hours together, perhaps. Or something with... I remember there was a clock puzzle at one point. Minutes and hours are the years. At this very moment, time is the year. The Crimson Beast skulks these halls now, playing strange games and whispering horrible words. It wants to swallow all. Invited to a performance. We can look up ab imo pectore in our Latin phrases book. From the deepest chest, from the bottom of my heart. Okay, so that doesn't particularly help us. So coming into this room required us to look at the 24-hour clock might be relevant to this puzzle. I see. Okay. Coming into this room, we looked at Un Animal Terrible. That had a runtime. Minutes and hours or years. So perhaps the runtime here, 3 hours and 15 minutes. The year is 315, maybe? So I can only go increments of 5 on this inner ring. That's 3. Was it, did I say 315? Open the safe with 2 dials. Did I get that right? $3.15. The time is the year. Maybe the time in the letter? Or the year in the letter? 1847. So 1847 could be 650 or 645? Maybe the inner ring is the hours. So this would be 6. And then this would go to 47. So 45, 46, 47. That would be 647 or 1847. Hey, that's right. Okay, so you were right about the 24-hour clock. Well done, Pila. We obtained a computer disk. Okay. Well, not much else to do in this room, but we did have a computer back here. So we can perhaps read the disk. Now, one thing I want to do, let's go review the instruction booklet. This is like a completely anachronistic document for her to have in 1963. It's copyrighted 2014. It's a software thing. Like, the only software that exists in 1963 is like punch cards in extremely advanced research laboratories at universities and stuff. Like, there's no people, like the general public has no idea what software is. Certainly not the computer disk. But then again, there's a computer. She's using a computer which has like a 1980s style OS. So I guess this is a different reality. But there was something in here about disks. I forgot this. Listen very carefully if a person wearing an owl mask speaks. If a revolver is raised, it means the game could be over if you do not answer correctly. But there was something about... Computers can also be used to load files from disks. It's recommended to save your game before loading unknown files. Yeah. Okay. Let's save the game and then load that disk. Lorelei and the Laser Eyes file system. Copyright Simogo AB, 1982 to 2014. Gas station. 2024, 11:25. 9:57 p.m. So this is even further in the future. Technically, it's from a couple of days ago, because today's the 29th of November of 2024. All right. I wonder if the game uses the same fixed date or if it takes the date from the system that it's running on and subtracts a couple of days. Probably uses a fixed date because the numbers are probably relevant to something. But let's read or view this entry. I could have sworn I had enough gas for the entire trip. Oh well. Chance to stretch my legs and get some fresh air. Okay, we've got like a line drawing here. What does this sign say? I can't read from this distance. Okay. Don't want to miss anything in here. Inspect bucket. I found an American dollar. Somebody must have put it there for some reason. We could use the gas nozzle. Let's do inspections first. Inspect arrow. It points in the direction one should go, forward, to the future. Okay, oddly philosophical. More than I was expecting. Let's inspect the car. I should fill her up. Fair enough. Seems appropriate to do at a gas station. I have no reason to enter. Cashier window. Okay, we'll come back to this. A sign declaring that this phone only accepts D-Mark. The hell is D-Mark? Insert coin. Who would I even call? Then there's a perfectly normal restroom sign. Okay. The sign details the opening hours, but shouldn't a gas station be open 24/7 in this day and age? They also have a price list. Other than the maps, it seems like they have reasonable prices. Various regional maps. They look cheap, but are very expensive. Cashier. Fraulein, no one is forcing you to buy a map. Did I say that out loud? Yes, you did, Fraulein. I really should keep my thoughts to myself. I agree. He can hear everything we say. What do we got over here? Pamphlets. Pamphlets containing information on various tourist traps. I can't find one about the hotel, though. Let's talk to the cashier. You can pay after you've filled up, Fraulein. Huh. Okay. I don't know who I would call here. Call Nero? I maybe could. I can't remember what room number he's in. Is he in... We're in 2014. We could try calling 1847 or 1963, but I don't know if we have a D mark. I don't have any coins. Yeah, we can't use the phone. Okay. Only paying customers can use the restroom. All right, so there's very little else we can do here. We'll fill up the car. Oh, wow. Okay. That should do it. I should pay. So it's very old style car, very different design where you have to pop the hood to fill up the tank. That will be 2 D-Mark, Fraulein. Here's your change. Cashier handed me some coins. Okay. So we can get into the restroom now. This is really interesting. Inspect the mirror. There's something written in red on the mirror. Call me, sister. 40 93 64. Alright, hold on. I'm going to write that down. 40 93 64. We'll use the sink after we use the toilet, I think. There's some scribbles on the wall as well. Obscenities and poetry. I don't work here? Okay. There's a drawing. A doodle of a UFO and a little alien guy running around a planet. Cute! Looks like the work of an up-and-coming artist. We have a trash can. Seems to have been emptied quite recently. Obscenities and poetry. Obscenities and poetry. Inspect American dollar. Alright, well we found one in the toilet paper. Must have been placed there. A bit too sandpapery for my liking. That's regarding the toilet paper. Use sink. Alright, let's use the toilet. Ah, I needed that. Let's flush. Satisfying. Let's use the sink. My hands are clean. And it seems that's all we can do in the bathroom. There's nothing hidden in the tank, or I can't inspect the tank specifically. Alright, let's try using the phone here. Now, who should I call? Alright, we're gonna call the person who left us the message, the graffiti in the bathroom. So 4 0 9 3 6 4. Sister, I have a message for your future self. In the future, I am made of paper. I am chained like a prisoner. There's a red rune. This is the ancient rune L. What? In the future, I am made of paper. I am chained like a prisoner. There's a red rune. This is the ancient rune L. He hung up. I recognize that voice. Was that him? Okay. If I back out, there's like nothing else to do, right? We've done everything? Is there anything else I can help you with? I don't think so. Okay, so all of that happened. Maybe the equivalent of L in the Greek symbols. Let's take a look at the phone book. Telephone directory. Let's see if we can find that number. So it's 40. I don't see any 40s. I see 41. Four, 4, 4, 1. There's a 40 there. Helsingborgweg, 36. That's not the right number, but that's the only 40 I've seen. A lot of numbers in here. So there was only one number that started with 40. That was for C. Morgenthau, but it's not the right number. Boy, I don't know what to make of that. That's my problem with the whole game. I don't know what to make of any of it. Your last name is there? What? Oh, Weber. That's part of my last name. My last name is hyphenated like Wolf Newman. For a second, I thought you meant my actual full last name. Okay. Where do we go from here? What do we do? I know I wanted to get to the telephone by the... It's to the left of the main lobby. There's a telephone. So, I think it's over in this direction? No. There's an astronomical clock. We don't really know how to solve that yet, as far as I know. There was some sort of document with... well, those are astrology symbols. And then there's Roman numerals as well. I don't feel like we have enough information on how to solve this yet. So we're going to leave that alone for now. I believe, yeah, there's a telephone here. Okay. So let's call 1963. Pronto. Ah, signorina. Have you found anything new in the house? All right. Let's ask for advice to start. Art is like blood that flows through the veins. Was there anything else? That's not helpful. Inform about the dead person. Yeah, we found a dead woman in the backyard. So, it had to come to this again. It always ends with something violent. A murder mystery, perhaps. Trivial, but cheese is cheese. We can still make it sing. I wonder how she died. Perhaps she fell out the window. What do you think? Listen carefully, signorina. Think about where she must have fallen from. Was there anything else, Bella? The puzzle boxes. Yes, I love your puzzle boxes. But what do they all mean? What is their connection to the past? The mystery makes them brilliant. Signorina, listen carefully. The past is the door to the future. Look for patterns. Non c'è problema. Arrivederci. Okay. So where did she fall from? And the past is the door to the future. Not super duper helpful. Let's take a look at our mental notes. Call the fortune teller on 1798. Gosh, there's a lot of stuff to do. Sorry, I just lost that number. 1798. All right, let's try that. I knew you would call. I know many things about you, sister. I know about your journey to Sulawesi Cave. I know the paths you will walk in that cave. First, you will go north. Okay, there was the crystal ball puzzle, right? So it's north. Then you will go west. Then you will go in the opposite of your first direction. So that's south. Then you will turn 90 degrees to your left and go forward. So if I'm headed south and I turn 90 degrees left, that's east. Then you will go in the same direction as your first direction, that's north. Then you will go in the same direction as before, north. Lastly, you will go in the same direction as your third direction, that's south. Now, I know what you will see there. Do you? Share foresight or do not share foresight. What is this? I don't know what this is. I knew you would not know yet. Call me when you know. Alright, so at least we have a goal here. We can go to the crystal ball. We can input the paths. See more of our own future, then call him back. And tell him the foresight. Although, why would we want to? You know what I mean? As for her, we don't have a map, but she must have fallen from somewhere around here. So from like whatever's on this side of the building, this upper right corner, she must have fallen from there on the north side. I don't know how we're going to get to wherever that is. All right, let's do the crystal ball. Still not sure about these wires coming out of the ground here and then spreading around. There's these 4 horses with different symbols on them. But like I can't seem to do anything. Like we have this horse statue. There's a hole in it. Key, tampon, that's not going to do anything. Bite-sized dollars. Room 2014 key, ace of hearts. I tried the crank, right? The E-shaped key doesn't make sense. Maybe the crank... I'm pretty sure I tried the crank. It did nothing. There was another statue with a hole in it that the crank might be for. I forget where it was, but we'll have to check that out. And then over here we have the crystal ball. The year is 1982. Okay. You will wander the paths of that primordial cave. So we go north. Then we go west. Then we go south. East. North. North. And then finally south. At this point, you will see cave paintings. Huh. Okay. For some reason, the whole game screen is super glitchy now. That must be intentional. What do I... Oh, look at this. There's a bird. There's a turtle. And then there's a person. There's 3 symbols here. Person, bird, turtle. The cave paintings. Wait. It almost looks like there's another one. Person, bird, turtle. Huh. I'm just writing this down. All right. I don't see what else to do right now other than... Oh, hold on. There's something red back there on that river or stream, but I can't get there. I guess we go back to the telephone now and call in and report. To the fortune teller. And I'm not quite sure what else we would do. There's other puzzles to solve, but it's a very big map, and the layout is somewhat confusing, so just gonna let myself come across things organically and see what makes sense to try and solve in any given moment. All right, let's call the soothsayer back. 1798. I knew you would call. Now, you will tell me what you will see in that cave. What will the cave painting to the left depict? A human. I see. What will the cave painting in the middle depict? A bird. And lastly, what will the cave painting to the right depict? A turtle. Yes. Now I see in your immediate future that something you need is in your bag. Obtained magic show ticket. I like the little question mark in the obtained. Like, how? What? I foresee that I will see you at the show, sister. All right. Well, we've acquired a magic ticket. I feel like I should head back out and kind of re-examine things. One interesting choice I made at the start of the game was to lock the car. I wonder what happens if you leave it unlocked. Let me revisit these early areas here. Hey, Gorilla Wolf, welcome back to the channel. What's the next game gonna be? No idea, not right now. Car won't start. Yeah, nothing but crappy music. Look at the photo. Read the letter. Okay. Do I leave it unlocked? Locking it seems like the sensible thing to do. But maybe something interesting in the story happens if I leave it unlocked. Let's just leave it unlocked and walk away. Could be interesting. Something might happen. Too late to go back. Okay. Let's head back in and kind of re-examine everything we think we know. Every place we could be, every puzzle we could solve. Sonic X Shadows Generations. Isn't that like a relatively new game? Cemetery Gate is locked. It's not going to work with our car key or the Room 2014 key. We have a Dead Woman's key and the E-shaped key. Dead Woman's key did nothing. E-shaped key does nothing either. Okay. Came out a month ago. Sega does sales a lot? Well, fair enough. All right, let's take the left branch here and remind ourselves what's over here. Lorenzo the Great. There's a letter slot in the door. Tickets is scribbled in red paint below the slot. Okay, so we'll put the magic show ticket in. We have a lot of movie posters for Lorenzo the Great. Things are getting glitchy again. Let's talk to the magician. There was a statue about a magician, too. Seeing as you have a ticket, I suppose you're here for the show. Well, all I have left is this lice-infested wagon. The horse which carried it is as dead as magic. I am now but a nameless vagabond with a violent past. Only the most red of roses could awaken the memories of my great show. I mean, I don't have a rose. I could give him the ace of hearts. That's red. The magician wants a red rose. All right, well, we've unlocked the magician, but don't have a flower for him. Sonic is homeless. What? He doesn't have a den somewhere? A burrow? No, doesn't he live with James Marsden? Pretty sure he lives with James Marsden now. That's like canon, right? All right, what else we got going on that we can revisit and maybe re-examine? Something. Oh, hold on. A hat. There's a calling card hidden inside the hat. I missed this at some point. No, the guy was... This wasn't here the first time we were here. We saw the guy arrive on the security camera, and he left this hat. Lorenzo the Great. I am half a magician without you. May I be permitted the enchanted pleasure of entertaining you this evening? You complete me. Okay, this is some sort of a puzzle clue. $5 says the red ghost leads you to Red Rose Town. We haven't seen her since her first appearance, but you might be right. It could be in the back garden. Half a magician without you. May I be permitted the enchanted pleasure of entertaining you this evening? You complete me. Okay, I can't pick it up and take it with me. The gate is open. What was this? Yeah, the surveillance monitor. Okay, that's where we saw the man. I guess it was the magician. Shortcut door is already open. We don't need to do anything with the computer. The security camera still follows us as we enter the main courtyard. All right, Rudy's out and about. Now, Rudy may be a reference to, or may in fact be, the character who became a dog in the movie. I don't know about that. That's a little bit... I'm uncertain there. More red paint or bloody footprints. I mean, I guess it's red paint. Because like Pila says, it would turn brown pretty quickly. In terms of the main courtyard here, we've got Rudy, who's undoubtedly a cute boy and a good boy. But all we can do with him is pet him, which is fine. It's good, but can't interact with the fountain. These chalices don't have anything in them. I think one of them at one point had $1 in it, but we already found that. There's a park bench. Now, part of me thinks I want to rotate these statues, but there doesn't seem to be a mechanism for doing so, at least a control scheme input that I can use to do that. I can take one more look at the statues here. Remind myself what's in them. So this sculpture is Dreamer, pointing north. Again, I can't like interact with it or change anything about it. Then we've got the Magician pointing east. We've got the Artist who's not really pointing anywhere, just kind of touching her face. And the Creator who's doing the same thing. Yeah, I'm not really sure what those statues are about yet. You nominated Infinite Wealth as Best OST of the Year on Steam and Best Story? Oh. You really like that game, huh? You know my feelings on it. I liked it, but it was a mixed bag for me. There were some problems with it. This shortcut's bolted from the other side. I'm looking for things I missed the first time around and to revisit things that I might have more... I might be better equipped to solve upon revisiting. So I guess we're headed into the main lobby now of Hotel Leitziar. If I check my maps... Alright, so we don't have the first floor memory. We have the second floor, the third floor, and the loft. We have the cellar, the maze design, and the forest map. I don't know what to do with the maze design yet. All right. Let's go down to the cellar again. So I do have 20 bucks, or 19, I think. So maybe it's time to risk spending $1 on this vending machine. Nostalgia figurines, $1. Nostalgia figurine by Simogo. It's like a little house on a hill with a road coming up to it. I wonder if these could be clues. I don't really have a zoom here. I can't really zoom in. All I can do is kind of rotate it in where it is and take a look. Not sure what that thing hanging off the back deck is, but all right. I mean, do I want to get more of these? Are they some sort of clue? Wait, why did I go from 19 to 17? Oh, I went 19 to 18 and then just now 18 to 17. The hell is that, a UFO? Yeah, okay, it's some sort of alien. Very strange. The vending machine is produced by Simogo, the same company that's been writing the Lorelei and the Laser Eyes software, theoretically. I don't know if I want to spend more money here. I don't know yet. There's more stuff that I can do before I need to resort to this, I think. All right, so we're in the cellar. We came down. So this area here at the top of this staircase, this area here is the main foyer. And we come down and we come into this little hallway corridor. There's a water closet here, which I don't think we can actually enter. It just says you used the bathroom. But let's double check that. Yeah, she just pees and then she's done. Maybe a touch small. I mean, I'll always wash my hands for sure. If they made like an important game mechanic or clue be hidden behind not washing your hands, that would really tick me off. All right, so if we go left, there's two rooms. There is the Architect studio and the basement crafts room. Let's review those. So we've already opened that document tube. We've reviewed all the sketches. And then over here, the only thing that's available for us is a shredded poster, which we've already fixed. Still not sure what the red drawings are for. All right. So there's one room to the north with another shredded poster, and then there's the ladder up. Or the stairs up. Nothing else to see here, right? And we already... Yeah, we already fixed this poster. Okay. So if I take the stairs up from here, where does that put me? First floor. Okay. Let's actually go back and up these stairs and return to the entrance, foyer. I don't have a map for where I am now for the first floor. What about, now hold on, what about these notices? We already read them all, I believe. But let's just double check. Script pages, exhibition, ghost tour, fortune telling and magic show, quiz, lost document tubes. Has anyone seen our document tubes? Please come by our temporary studio in the basement if you know of their whereabouts. I'm not sure if we're actually supposed to return the tubes or if that's just a hint about the sketches being related to the tubes. Elevator service sign. I missed this the first time. Elevators out of service. We apologize for the inconvenience. Elevator service info. Telephone number starts with a 4. Hausmeister GmbH. GmbH is like a German abbreviation for corporation, I believe. And then Nachtali 61. Let's see if we can find that phone number in the directory. So Hausmeister Nachtali 61. Telephone number that starts with 4. Sudster, Donister Platz, Hauptster. I'm looking at all the numbers that start with 4 here. Hamburger Street, Dahl Y, probably not that one. Mozart Street. And what do we got? Dorf Street. Dorf Street again. Beethoven Street. Okay, that's the second musician name. That might just be because, like, these people are famous and streets are named after them. But maybe that's something important. We got Friedrich Street. Other 4 numbers. Hamburger Street. Hannen Street. Helsingborgweg. Dorf Street. How do you pronounce that? Goethe, I think? Famous philosopher Goethe. Nord Street. Gardebachweg. Or Bachweg. Elaine Street. Schiller Street. Man, there's too many numbers in this. Garten Street. Friedrich Street. Hannen Street. Frankreich. Italian. Frisur. Wolfgang. West Street. So none of these match. Hold on. That doesn't make sense. Elevator service info, telephone number 4. Hausmeister GmbH, Nachtali 61. Hausmeister Nachtali 61. Do we see anything like that in the telephone directory? Nachtali 61. I don't think so. These are all street names. Nachtali doesn't sound like the other things we're seeing here, like street and plots. Oh, wait. Hausmeister GmbH, Nachtali 61. So it was under H for Hausmeister. 702237, but that doesn't start with a 4 at all. 702237. Hausmeister GmbH, Nachtali 61. So the number's wrong for some reason, at least on the sign, but they do have an entry in the telephone directory. Should I find a phone and call them? I guess so, right? Let's try that. We're near the phone anyway. It's Alpha? Not sure what you mean by that. All right, let's try this number. 70 22 37. Hausmeister GmbH, how may I help you? What do you mean broken? Of course it is. They're tearing it all down. Are you calling from there? Who is this? You shouldn't be there. Hello? Well, that was singularly unhelpful. Oh, there's another surveillance monitor I missed somehow. Woman painting in the garden. All right, there's definitely some time travel shenanigans going on. Because she's dead, isn't she? Or is this a different woman? Could be. I definitely missed that surveillance monitor before, for sure. Okay, I don't know what to do about the okay. Signorina, when your horse barks, one has made a mistake. There was a misunderstanding about the elevator. It couldn't be trusted. It should be working now. Please, Signorina, forget about Hausmeister. Interesting. So, when we called them, he got upset? He got... It violated his plans or something? And he's like, oh, I can't have outsiders getting involved. There's too much mystical mumbo-jumbo happening, plus my art. My art? My art! My art! My art! So he's like, all right, I'll let her use the elevator. Or maybe it was all, I don't know. Very strange, very, very confusing situation. So we got the elevator to try, and we got this woman painting in the garden. Let's head to the garden first. See if we can find this lady. Is she the dead woman or not? Wait, isn't this the garden? Was she painting here or back here? No one painting here. Wait, was she out front? Did I mistake the location perhaps? Let me look at this dead lady. See, she looks like she's wearing the same kind of dress. Hold on. What does my mental note say? Oh, you can't drill into these. There's no, like, find out what happened or... There's, yeah. Damn. Where would the surveillance camera be? She's not here. I feel like this drain has to be something, but it's, yeah, I can't highlight it or interact with it. Let me go behind her and check back here. Wait. All right, so she's not in the back. Maybe she's out front? I would have thought this was the garden and the front would be the courtyard, but maybe that's reversed, or I don't know what the names are for things. Damn, this game is really weird and interesting and challenging. I like it a lot. You think where Rudy is? Yeah. So to me, this isn't the garden, this is the courtyard. Okay, all right. So she left this shit behind. Okay, this ties in definitely with the other half we got on the card from the magician. Letter, sign, patterns and inscriptions. The calling card? Yeah. I am half a magician without you. May I be permitted the enchanted pleasure of entertaining you this evening? You complete me. So if this is half and the painting we're about to see is half, you combine them, right? So put them together. I mean, where do I enter these? Hey, Rudy. I definitely understand what... well, hold on. I think I understand what it wants me to do. Like, combine these... Like, superimpose these two images on top of each other. But then... So these are the non-cardinal directions. Like, it's in the upper left, right, is the upwards triangle. And then these are the cardinal directions. So that's up, left, right, and down. But I don't know where to input these. There would be 8 symbols total forming a square around the central eye or diamond. They're all down except for upper left, and they're all scoreless except for upper right, which has a line through it. But I don't know where to combine these. Damn, this game is challenging. Very, very challenging. Does not hold your hand at all. What was the other thing that happened? Oh, the elevator works now, right? So if I press the button... Yeah, the elevator's working now. Oh, is that going down? Okay. Got an espresso machine, but no way to use it. Before we go any further, I do want to take a look at this locked door. So if we take a look at... Oh, we don't have a first floor map, do we? No, okay. So there's 3 posters here. Calzone dell'Oceano. And then plus... the Ace of Hearts. So, if we take a look at our box notes, or our film boxes, Canzone dell'Oceano was 1948, or 1 hour 51. Not sure which. Usually it's been the year, so I'll stick with 1948. And then the Ace of Hearts was 1952. So 1948 plus 1952 is 1950 plus 1950. Which is 38. Oh shit, 3,900, right? Because 50 shy of 2,000. So 100 less than 4,000? 3,900. Let's try that. There's only one button in the game, so there's no, like, back button or reverse button. Hey, we got that right. Okay. All right. Another puzzle solved. And another safe. Okay. What does this say? Another letter from brother to brother. Again, the location, I guess, is redacted, but it's written from January 10th, 1847. Dear brother, I cannot stay here. This is the last you will hear of me. Do not speak my name again. My deeds cannot be forgiven. Lorenzo the Great walked 49 years on this earth, under the protection of Santa Lucia. Now he must vanish. I shall be reborn, a nameless vagabond. Valeas quam optime, your brother. Okay, so this is a letter from Lorenzo to his brother? I don't know why it's in this safe. I'm not sure what Valeas quam optime means, but let's check our Latin phrase book. Oh, it's not in here. It only goes to F? Maybe there's another... Maybe there's a Useful Latin Phrases Volume 2 somewhere that we have to find. Valeas? Is that in here anywhere? Seems something related to valence or valiant, maybe courage? Quam feels like a preposition word. And then optimes, optimism? Maybe something like looking bravely into the future as a vagabond? I don't know. But the only clue we have there's safe here is 49 years ago, which would be his birthday in 1798, right? Ah, that's the number we had to call on the telephone, too. 1798 to get him on the phone. Damn, that's cool. Better than the best. Oh, you translated it for me? Thank you. 1798? Whoa, what is this? How would I do this? H Y L. Oh, maybe these are Roman numerals? Disguised as some kind of weird tetramino? I don't think so. How the hell would I solve this? 47? No, 1847 and then 49 years ago. 1798. That's not... I don't know how to do this. All right, well, we're going to have to come back to this one. They are numbers. H equals 7. How would H equal 7? In what universe does H equal 7? What's the... what are you basing that on? Like 1, 2, 3, 4? I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there is 9 buttons. Draw it as a dot grid. But then... draw it as a dot grid. H would be 8, O. Pila, did you figure something out? They might represent numbers. But then, like, what would this one be, for example? Or, like, what would any of these be? Single square equals 1. Double stack is 3. Okay, so your posit is... That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. Okay, this is starting to make sense to me, maybe. That would be 5. That's 6. Now I see how that's 7. And that's 8 and that's 9. Okay, okay. That... You know what, Gorilla Wolf? I think you might be right. Damn. I would never have seen that. Really, really cool insight, dude. Thank you so much. I don't know if I ever would have gotten that. So we want 1798. So it would be 1, 7, 9, 8. Oh my god, dude. You're the GOAT, Gorilla Wolf. Well done for today. Awesome. Very cool. Very, very cool. That is a great insight. Thank you so much for helping me solve that puzzle. I don't know if I ever would have gotten that on my own. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Very cool. You saved the run. All right. Well, we're kind of getting towards the, yeah, I'm about to wrap up the stream here, but we need to go to a computer to save the game anyway. So we'll go check out what's on this disc as a reward to Gorilla Wolf for having solved this safe puzzle for me. Wow. Really cool, man. Very, very cool. All right, let's save real quick. Hey, Mix Up. Welcome back to the channel. Let's load the new file. I can't remember which one we've seen. That's the gas station. Let's try loading disc 1. Apartment in the city. My bags are packed. I have a strange feeling about this project. I feel a little anxious. I should relax a little before I go. Okay, so we got an apartment full of stuff to examine here. Let's take a look. In the cabinet, there are board games, a deck of cards, and things like that. The lamp was left by the previous tenant. I like it, so I kept it. We have a photo. A photo of me as a newborn, and my mother. My father's barely visible, leaving only a blur of himself as he moved just as the picture was being taken. We have a box. A prototype box for my Verschlossen Erinnerungen exhibition. Oh, is that the puzzle boxes? There could be clues in here. Let's inspect the crystal ball. I look into the crystal ball. It says something terrible will happen in my immediate future. Just kidding. It's just a novelty item, but I like it. We've got a chess knight. A black novelty-sized chess knight, which I keep around for one reason or another. Some books. There was an American dollar hidden between the manuals. We've got some playing cards. A set of tarot cards. They're printed with very nice holographic foil. A bowl. A decorative bowl. Well, not so decorative, to be honest, but it was a gift from Stina. Is that short for Christina? That may be important to know. We got drawers here, mostly things in there that I don't have the heart to throw out, but don't want to have on display. Cabinet's empty. I should put something there. There are a few cocktail glasses in this cabinet. Some other books. Different papers and books about computers and other electronic devices. We have the television. The TV isn't on. Sure, sure. Switch on, change channel. It doesn't switch on. I wonder if there's a specific channel you can set it to that'll turn it on. No, it doesn't seem like it. Might have to plug it in? Yeah, there's a plug over here. Okay, we'll come back to the TV in a minute. Let's look at the drawers. More books in there. Cabinet's locked. Okay, I want to unlock that. This contains porcelain given to me when I moved. We have some vases, bottles. Important papers in that cabinet. An abstract piece, that's one of the paintings. A perfectly normal table. I don't like tablecloths, but my mother always insisted that all tables should have them. Then we have a letter here. It's the letter from him. As discussed, I'm expecting your arrival at Hotel Letzisjar on January 7th next year. This project is my magnum opus, the mother goose of all birds. It's my firm belief that you can help me transcend the limitations of art for humans. We will put on a show for the eyes of the cosmos. Ab imo pectore, Renzo Nero. A show for the eyes of the cosmos. Ambitious. I should bring this with me when I go. Now, it's interesting, like, in-game, the eyes of the cosmos might refer to the fact that this isn't, like, his art piece isn't made for somebody in-game, it's made for me, right? I'm the bizarre, extra-dimensional entity peering into his reality. I'm the intended viewer, perhaps. Might be, right? Could be. I like this lamp. Is that an Anchorman reference? Maybe, probably not. What do we got going over here? We got the door. I should go soon, but I need to relax a little before. Maybe I should watch some TV. Many good times have been had on this sofa. Found an American dollar behind the cushion. How did it get there? I don't know. Good question. A frame design of a logo type I made for my favorite cafe. A postcard depicting Hotel Letzisjar. A framed ticket from a movie. A drawing I made of a man from my dreams. Half of his face is outside the frame. An empty frame. A naive painting by my aunt. Looks like some kind of beast. I miss my aunt. And one of my photo dream collages. Alright, there's nothing left to inspect. Let's plug in the power cord. I unplugged this before as a safety measure, but now it's plugged in again. Power on the TV. There's a magic show on. It's not particularly interesting. Yet, the magician has an undeniably magnetic charm, which draws you in. Sister, I have a message for your future self. In the future, I am made of paper. From my hat there are cards. And there is a red rune. This is the ancient rune I. What? In the future, I'm made of paper. From my hat there are cards. We did find the calling card in his hat. There's been mention of an ancient rune L as well. There's a red rune. This is the ancient rune I. Yikes. Film about the First World War. A quiz show on. Each contestant is shot with a toy gun if they lose. A film about someone sailing the seas. Talk show in Swedish. The host Halind is popular here. The etymologist's dream. Looks like a film is about to start. This one I would like to watch, but I don't think I can. And back to the magic show. Okay. Well, I think that's it for this computer desk. I think we've seen everything there is to see. And I think that's going to be it for the stream today. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. This game is really, really interesting. I'm really enjoying it. I hope you guys are as well. We'll be back tomorrow with more Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. Until then, have a great, what is today, Friday? And hopefully you guys have cool plans for the weekend and something to enjoy there. Yeah, Gorilla Wolf, special kudos for figuring out that particular puzzle for me. I don't know if I ever would have gotten that. And of course, Pila and Mix Up, it's good to see you guys as well. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.